What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Lecter, and today I'm just super excited for this 3-pack here. This is the Venom Riot Agony 3-pack, which has just landed here and it's super massive. Really excited for 3 of these figures, and especially when it comes to Venom. I know there are tons of Venom figures. As we can see from the back here, there's already 3, but you can never get enough of Venom. So in today's video, what we are going to do is first go through the figure, go through the articulation, go through the accessories as well, and also just to give you my thoughts and my opinion on it. So yes, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's start off with the packaging over here, and I gotta say the artwork here looks really amazing. You have all 3 figures on the front, and if you go onto the sides here, they do give you the characters on the sides. You have Venom, Agony, and Riot. And over on the back here, we have all the description. Bring it a little bit closer. On Venom, it says, captured by the Life Foundation and subjected to excruciating experiments, Eddie Brock finds himself forcibly separated from Venom as his captors seek to harvest this symbiote's offspring. When it comes to Agony, unique amongst her symbiote siblings, Agony possesses all the same abilities as her siblings with the added power to spit deadly acid. Okay, I'm not too sure about her. And lastly, we have Riot here, one of 5 sibling symbiotes harvested from Venom by the Life Foundation. The Riot symbiote shows a predilection for hammers and other bludgeoning weapons. So really awesome in here. And if you go down the bottom, there's nothing much. So let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so here are all 3 figures, and just to let you guys know, this is what I got in my packet, so I do hope that you guys are getting the same thing, otherwise mine is defective, but the head didn't come with it attached. And on the back here of Riot, you can see there that you have to attach it yourself. So let's have a closer look at the accessories. Alright, so with Riot here, you do get one accessory, which is the hand sword. Okay, so with Agony over here, we do have 2 sets of hands. We have the closed-fisted hands and also the claw open hands as well. But with the main man over here, Venom, you get 2 excellent head sculpts, and you also get 2 sets of hands. One is the closed-fisted and the one is the open claw hands. Alright, and now checking out the figures here, we're going to start off with Agony, and here there isn't much to it and it's a bit hard for me to balance it. I had to put it in this kind of pose because the top is very heavy, so you have to make sure you have to angle it properly, but it does have good joints, which we are going to check out in a little bit. And just going on to the sculpt here, I think this one looks really cool. I think it's very similar to Scream. I don't have the figure with me, and you can see here the neck is long, you know, that's hard to say. English is hard. So very nice sculpt on the hair. You can see there a lot of amazing details. It just flows in very nicely. I did wish that they could have given us some effects with this. It is quite hard to kind of just move the head, and I'm afraid of actually just like breaking it because it feels very long here. So it feels like it's going to pop out anytime soon. But going onto the body here, it's all painted on the chest area. Isn't much sculpting. You do have nice claw hands on each side, and it does have the grabbing thing, so maybe you can try to play it around with, maybe play with silk or something, grab her or something like that. And of course, going down to the toes here, I do like these amazing details where they're giving us a bit more toes here, some sharp toes. Going on to the back, there isn't much to it here, just a lot of paint jobs and also a bit of some color difference on the legs and also on the arms and also on the body. Still an excellent figure, but I do see people selling this, you know, just to remove it to get a better value on this 3-pack. And now moving to Riot over here, an excellent beast of a figure in terms of the size. And one thing I did notice about this is that yes, it's using a very similar body mold to the Monster Venom buff. So you can see here, side by side with each other, they are about the same size, very massive figure. So I think it's using the same exact mold over here. I'm not complaining about it. It's a very nice size to it. You have your blade here, which you can kind of rotate a little bit. And the colors do look a little bit blunt. I did wish they could added a bit more black to it. The head sculpt the face doesn't look that nice. It looks like he's like kind of crying or whatsoever. You know, it doesn't look like he's menacing in that sense. He looks like, I'm scared of Venom, you know, don't beat me up. You know, like in the picture here, he looks super terrifying. But here, he looks a bit, you know, kind of sad. And, oh, pretty cool. You can actually move the jaw here, which is really cool. You can actually open up the jaw and close up the jaw a little bit. So extra points to that, I would assume. Or is it broken? I'm not too sure. But it's still very good. And you have some sculpting on the head area. So you have all that veins popping out. You have all that eyes as well. The teeth look very gnarly, very nice as well. And also the veins on his body look really, really awesome. I think, again, it's very similar to the Monster Venom buff that we've gotten, so not too worry about it. And also going on to the hands, you have your claw hands here. Amazing look to it. The sword on this, the blade looks very, very nice. Of course, you can repaint this and put this, you know, make it black and put it on your Venom figure. On the back here, you have your tentacles, very similar to the Toxin figure. So you have all the tentacles going out, your veins going out, the nice right butt. And then we have the toes as well. You have your sharp toes. You have all that nice goodness when it comes to detail. So still a very decent figure and not too bad. I think still very nice because it's really, really massive. Here we have Venom, the main one, Eddie Brock Venom, the main figure of this 3-pack. And I gotta say, I'm just really torn on which head sculpt to use. Both of them do look very amazing. You have that long tongue on the side here. We have that interchanging Eddie Brock and Venom head as well, looking really, really awesome. Hands is pretty similar to previous Venom models that we've gotten so far. And again, they just want to have the butterfly joint, very amazing. You do have your tendrils all coming out on each side and also on the head, very amazing. And look at that face. I mean, you look at this, it's really, really cool. You have that amazing amount of details and the teeth on Venom just covering him looks really, really awesome. The chest area as well. I think this one here is sculpted in. It's not actually just painted, it's actually sculpted in. And if you move all the way back, you can see the paint work follows all the way through. On the back here, nothing much, but on the front, amazing amount of details that they've added in. And also you have your veins on one side here. You have that Venom kind of tendrils going in. The only thing that's a bit bummer here is the feet here is pretty plain. They have their boots over here. Maybe they could have added some toes to it, which I think would be really, really cool. And just for a comparison for you guys, this is with the old Eddie Brock head sculpt. So pretty similar, I would say. It looks very, very nice. And let me just get more light into this, give you guys a better view. So this is how it actually looks. Very, very nice. I'm going to do a head swap at the end of the video, but let's check out the articulation on 3 of these figures. Alright, so starting with Agony over here, the articulation. So backward movements on the head can only go this much because of the hair on the back, but you can tilt forward this much. Amazing, amazing. It really looks like it's going to break. And of course, you can tilt it sideways and you can rotate it as much as you want. But I do feel like, again, it's going to break. Going on to the arms, you can stretch out this much on both sides, and also you can rotate it as much as you want. You do have your bicep swivel. You do have your double jointed elbows, really amazing. And then you can just rotate it this much. Yeah, that's really good. And also for the wrist as well, you have your swivels and you can go up and you can go down. Going on to the torso, what we have here is a little bit of some swivel, so you can just rotate it on the side, go belly dancing, and then you can just go, you can't really crunch forward that much, it's only like this. And if you go on the back, you can spread out this much. Going on to the waist, there isn't any waist swivel, but going on to the upper thighs, you have upper thigh swivel. Very tight figure, but you can just twist it around and spread out this much. And also does have your double jointed knees. Okay, it looks like it's gonna break, but yeah, that's what you're gonna get. And also you do have your nice ankle pivot, so you can go up, down, and also sideways movement. Alright, and going to the big boy here, Riot, going to the articulation in terms of the head movement, you can go all the way up this much and go down all the way this much, which is amazing. Going on to the arms, you can bring it up this much, and also you can rotate it as much as you want. You do have your bicep swivel. You do have some nice elbow joints, you can go about 90 degrees, and then going on to the legs and in the hands, upwards this much, downwards this much, and you can rotate it as much as you want. Going on to the torso here, what you can do is crunch this much in and crunch backwards this much, which is really cool. And you do have your nice waist rotation. Going on to the legs and spread out this much over here, and then it does have your upper thigh swivel, and you do have your double jointed knees, which can go around this much, a lot of muscles there. And lastly, we don't have any calf rotation, but we do have some nice ankle pivot. Alright, and going on to Eddie Brock Venom over here, when it comes to articulation, the head movement can go up the way this much, can go down this much. You can tilt it to the side here and rotate it as much as you want. Going on to the arms here, you do have your butterfly joints for extra rotation, so you can spread all the way back this much. And then you can go on to the arms, which you can rotate as much as you want. You do have your bicep swivel. You have the good amount of double jointed elbows. And again, when it comes to the hands, you can tilt all the way up this much and downwards this much, which is quite a lot. And you can twist it as much as you want. Going on to the ab crunch here, you can go in this much, all the way back here. Nice waist rotation, and then going on to the legs, spread out here. And then we have some upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, very nice flexible, and also good ankle pivot. So looking at Agony over here, it stands here at about 6 inches. And for Riot here, it stands here at about 8 inches here. Massive, massive figure. And here's Venom at about 7 inches. And here is Riot next to 2 Bat figures. And I gotta say, you know, it stands on its own. It stands on its own. It's actually quite comparable to the Venom Pool and also Monster Venom Buffs over here in size and also in menace. Okay, and again, there are just so many Venoms around. I have the retro Venom, which looks amazing. It does also have the butterfly joint. We have the new one. We have the old Eddie Brock Venom, and also we have Agent Anti-Venom as well. And of course, I know you guys want to see some head swaps. Okay, and this is how it actually looks. For this one, it's actually not too bad. I would say, you know, it fits in really, really nice. You have nice tight joints. But you can see from this, it's just very, very loose, so it doesn't really connect, which is quite surprising. But again, both of them do look really awesome. So now I switched on both of these two heads, and again, similar situation. This one doesn't fit in, but for some reason, the Eddie Brock fits into every Venom figure that we have on this table. And just a bonus round for you guys, I had to open my mint in box movie Venom just for you guys because I actually wanted to check it out, and you can see that it is taller and a little bit bigger compared to the new Venom. And of course, I do like the toes on this. This one is better sculpted in. This one's like just boots, and we're gonna do a head swap here. Alright, and again, amazing on both of these two figures. Here it doesn't really fit in. It's very, very tight, so you can just put it on here. But if you put this head sculpt on this movie Venom, this one looks here very, very cool. It's very tight as well, but amazing. I mean, it looks super, super cool. Both of these two Venoms, I really love it. And lastly, here is it next to Carnage. Okay, so that is it with this amazing Venom 3-pack. And what I can say is that, first of all, the rating I would give on this is a nice 8 out of 10 at about 400 ringgit, so it's about 90 USD. I think this is a pretty solid deal, especially for this new Venom. But of course, we have the other figures that maybe some of you guys may not be interested in, like me, because I don't really follow this whole Symbiote series. But if you guys want to complete that whole Symbiote family, I think you can get this one here. And this figure here, very, very huge, very, very nice, quite underrated, I would say. I think maybe a better paint job would definitely help on this, but a nice solid 8 out of 10. I think this is a very solid Venom figure. I think one of the best over here, but definitely if they could have improved on the toes, I think that would give a major boost to this Venom figure. For the head sculpts here, it's really hard to choose in between them, but I really do love both of them. So these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Do leave it in the comments down below which is your favorite Venom figure. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my socials on Instagram at the Hammer Lecter. So that is it. I will see you guys in the next one.